music won't play for some reason. Okay, take it away,
There we
Rob.
go. Yes, sir. And we're live on Instagram too. It's a miracle. Yay! I can't hear the music, but that's all right. Ladies and gentlemen, there it is. Welcome to Weird Frequencies and weird technical issues we're having. Just kidding. No, welcome to the show, everybody. I mean, mic's kind of loud here. Turn this down.
I got you.
Back. Thank you. So, welcome to the show, everybody. My name is Rob. This is Tyler. This is Adam.
Hello.
Howdy, everybody.
We are your weirdos. What's going on? How are you guys?
Oh, I'm doing okay. Just plugging away at work, plugging away at life, and blah, blah, blah.
I totally forgot the intro. Do the intro, Adam.
Do the intro.
Yeah. I forgot. Don't you remember it? The thing I say at the beginning of every single show, Come on. I'm totally putting them on the spot.
My name is Adam. I am reporting in from a bunker somewhere in the middle of a cornfield in central Illinois.
Speak up louder. I can't hear you.
What?
Come on, dude. You just,
all right. Sorry.
I'm reporting in with my friends Rob and Tyler from their individual things because we can't stay together. They might take us all out because of what we report. So we're coming to you today with our weird frequencies. Thank you for joining us, and check out what we found.
Yes, sir. So, you guys, I just got back from the fair. Illinois State Fair is going on right now. Last day of the fair, which is pretty cool. The traffic ends and all the out-of-towners go back home. No, just kidding. I love the fair, really. It's super expensive. It's always more expensive than last year.
Yep.
Hot.
Yep.
Sweaty and man, but I ate my way all the way through it. It was delicious. Everything out there costs $15. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It don't matter if it's a little order of cheese curds, $15. Yeah, sandwich, $15. Yeah, anything, $15.
Why does cheese curds and a bottle of water and a sandwich cost $15? Why $15
bottle of water
precisely?
$4, yeah, for sure.
$4. Oh, so it's last year's water. That's what it is.
Yeah. But yeah, it's so fun. I don't care. It's great. I ate all kinds of crazy stuff today. Today I had what did I have? I had hot chicken, like Nashville hot chicken.
Okay.
Yeah, it was amazing. Fire, and I had not hot dogs, donuts, mini donuts from the donut man out there, Johnny D or something with Johnny D's. I wish I could give him a shout out, but he makes his own, the donuts out there, like powdered, different flavors, right? Instead of just the cinnamon ones, dude, you can get like maple bacon donuts. You can get lemon. Yeah, you can get anything strawberry, right? So we had to make. We were like, dude, we make us maple bacon and add peanut butter in there, please. And he was like, sure, dude, no problem. So but then he was out of bacon somehow.
Oh, well, go kill a pig. You're right over there by the barn and all that stuff where they got the livestock for sale and all that.
Maple bacon, yeah, that's right.
Where's the pork distributor on that one? Come on,
yeah,
dude. I mean, so
always there,
right? You'd think so. Just run over to the pork tent and get some more, but.
Yeah.
No, he was out of bacon. So we ended up having maple peanut butter, and they were delicious. Let me tell you that right now. They're fire.
It's pretty hard to mess up a fair donut. I mean, let's just be honest.
You can mess up the price because the other place, they're like,
oh, yeah,
a lot, $20 or something for, a bucket or a dozen or something. But he was like $8 for a dozen, I think, or, it was like reasonable.
Right.
So super good. What, you guys didn't go to the fair at all? Didn't make it out?
I did not because I had to work, and Susan is busy taking care of her father. Her father is sadly declining in health, and
That
she had to
sucks,
go.
brother.
Yeah, it's also one of the reasons why I haven't been on the show the past few weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm too busy corralling these kids. It's like, yeah, there's not enough money in my wallet to take the kids to the state fair. Are you kidding me? No way.
Yeah, they're so expensive.
Yeah.
And you leave there every year going, I'm not going back next year, I swear. I spent all this goddamn money and I'm sick, but you go.
No, I just end up saving my money for the county fair since my house is like a block and a half from it.
And cheaper.
Oh.
Way cheaper.
Yeah.
And just as cool, just as good, just as delicious.
Yeah.
Yep.
So let us know what you guys ate at the fair in the chat. And if you guys made it out there, and tell us what was good. Tell us what was good. So, tonight we decided to not have much of a real script, as you can tell. We just decided to kind of relax, and it looks like Tyler's just surfing the internet over there. Look, he's looking at some kind of midget porn or something.
I am not looking up midget porn. Shut the hell up.
I'm just kidding. But
yeah,
no,
Rob,
we're just relaxing.
Rob, he's not looking up midget porn.
Wink, wink. Wink, wink.
Adam?
What's up, Sager? What's up, G2? Welcome. Yeah, we just decided to kick it tonight and just not have much of a subject. We are going to talk about Joe Felz a little bit later, an update on Joe Felz and what's happened since his suicide. Hello, and Jolly, welcome to the show. And also, let's see, Tyler's going to give us an update on some cool stuff going on. What were you going to do, Tyler? I forget.
A few weeks ago, chocolate peanuts. A few weeks ago, I made the comment about one video game that surprisingly may or may not have predicted the future.
Yes,
and it's one of the most profound moments in gaming gaming history. Yes. And I've seen people comment about this. It's blown up. People talk about they knew exactly what I was talking about. I think I actually said the game's title, so it probably gave a hint. But a lot of people don't know what I'm talking about, and we're going to actually cover that and compare it to how society is now versus how this video game predicted it would be almost 30 years ago. It came out in 2001, actually, so about 25 years ago.
Super cool.
Yeah.
So, and that's coming up. So both those topics are coming up. So hang out. It's not going to be a super long show, but we're going to get to those two things. Joe Felz and did a video game predict the future. What about Ray Lytle? Like leaving the air, and then maybe you guys know what's going on over there. It seems like he left the air, then he came back, and then he dumped his show. Morning Disaster. Now he's back as Springfield Mornings. What's up?
So this is what I've gathered from it, from all the information I could collect. The Morning Disaster is now a subscriber only show, but Springfield Mornings is more of a mature, have a few laughs over coffee, and get your facts and news for the day type of arrangement. I don't really feel like I can speak as to why Ray is choosing that path. His reasons kind of need to be his own. But
the name's kind of like
mediocre.
It's like it sounds just taken or almost generic.
Yeah,
I love Ray. Don't get me wrong, but it seems like there should be more to it. Ray's there's something I don't know.
I mean, from the way I gather, or the way I kind of view it, obviously this is my own opinion on it, but like the humor you'd get from Morning Disaster was kind of on the childish end of humor.
Yeah,
no shit, you're kidding me.
Well, he put out that statement
right?
and he hated that stuff, and then he's been living a lie. I mean, that's pretty wild if you think about that. He's been basically saying that he freaking hated doing Morning Disaster all those years, and that's not really him. That's what I got out of his video that he put out.
Yeah, that's
I love Ray.
Yeah,
Ray's my friend, but that seemed wild to tell your fans that, yeah, I've been in this show for all these years, and I really didn't really like it. It's not really me, and I just want to be normal and do a
I mean, how many times have we known people who have played a role on a podcast or radio show and they're a different person somewhere else? I mean,
I'll tell you something. Ray ran, the rock radio station QLZ while I worked there, and sometimes I notice he didn't know shit about music. I mean, like artists and stuff, and the actual bands, and where I would really focus and get deep, and I was hardcore Rob, so I liked all the heavier bands, and I would, what's up, Carl? Welcome.
Hey, Carl.
Hey, Carl.
I'd pay a lot more attention to Carl's a good buddy of mine. I'd pay a lot more attention to the music and ask, if I'd ask him detailed questions though about bands, like, that one guitar player from this or that, and he would just be like, no. So, and he's kind of admitting that now, that he was working. It was a job. Well, I'm glad he's doing what he likes doing finally after not doing what he wants to do after all these freaking years. But congrats to him.
Yeah, I mean, it's just easier sometimes to fall into the role, especially when things are going well when you're doing the role.
Yeah, and he just had to stay in that role. It seems like he got, when he was young, he probably did like it, and he probably was the crazy maniac with Jim and everybody, but and he kind of just had to keep doing it to just keep making money, sort of. So that's kind of messed up, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, like from the start of Morning Disaster on QLZ, it's been like 25 years of it.
Yeah, it's time for him to change.
Good luck to him. It seems like it's longer because did he start in the 80s?
Well, no, he started in the early 90s, but that was Lytle and Lamb.
Okay, yeah.
In Peoria.
Yeah. But under just the Morning Disaster moniker, it's been 25 years of Morning Disaster.
If you stream live on TikTok and you vape, they will give you, they'll strike you and give you a warning.
No, really? Considering you just about died on us right there.
They'll put a little thing at the bottom of the screen saying, please do not consume any substances while you're streaming. Yeah, you'll get knocked out. Like,
sorry, I guess I should knock this off too. Hashtag
no Pepsi. Yeah, that's worse for you than this is for sure.
Be a real man. Just do the smelling salts, dudes. Come on.
No.
What was the comment that got me into it? You're not a podcast if you're not doing the smelling salts. I guess I'm a podcast now.
So I'm pretty sure I can be a podcaster and not inhale smelling salts.
So something that I'm going to talk about, since I've got this forum. I've been working on a book for the past 5 years.
Okay.
Or 6 years, maybe, with my son, Evan. And we created a world. We created a whole entire story and universe, right?
Okay.
And through these conversations, I've decided to write a book, and I started it, and the way that I'm writing it is cool. It's going to be a web serial, and it's going to be posted online, and I'm writing it one chapter at a time online with help from the world at a place that you can go to called
Was it Royal Road?
Royal Road. Thank you. Oh my God. Yeah. How could I forget? So Royal Road, you can go to this place, and it's awesome actually. And you can just read books free there that people are writing right now. and you can give comments and leave suggestions. And so I've written so far 13 chapters of my book and posted it online. I've written about 10,000 not pages, 10,000 words, 30 some pages.
So
and
do we want to put the link in that in our chats?
Yeah,
we can go check that out.
Yeah, what's the website called again?
I sent it to both of you guys, actually.
Okay, so I'll just pull that up if that's okay.
Just go to your messages and you get to get it from there. Just put that link in chat. So you guys can go read my book. It's called King of the World. And, if it takes off, it'll probably be a graphic novel first. Actually, we already started a lot of the artwork for the graphic novel, and it's amazing looking. But it'll probably be a graphic novel first, and then maybe, who knows, then public, submitted to Netflix and Apple TV and places like that,
So I'm guessing from the cover, this is, like you said, it's a fantasy world. I'm seeing a robot. I'm seeing a couple animal people, a giant orc, a Viking, elf. This sounds more like it should probably be, if it does get translated to TV or something like that, maybe an anime or something like that. Like that's what's going for almost.
Or a mini series, yeah. But it's real life, the characters. I mean, it's not meant to be necessarily anime style or animation. It's what it is honestly, I took everything in the world and I split it up into 5 teams, right?
Okay.
And I just went through pop culture, everything, Terminators.
Okay. I see what you're getting at. Yeah.
Vampires, werewolves, orcs, elves, Bigfoot, anything. And I threw it in there, and I figured out, and demons and ghosts and robots, and I figured out everybody belongs kind of in 5 different teams. So, and the teams are humanoids versus robots versus monsters versus the animals versus evil that can't be touched, right? There's like evil beings like demons and ghosts, but then there's monsters that are like traditional monsters like werewolves and things that can be killed with silver bullets and stuff, right? So I split them all up into 5 teams, and basically this story is about what would happen if Earth scientists created a planet and then just kind of forgot about it, and they threw everything from pop culture on the planet. And what happened is it evolved into 5 different kingdoms. The robots, the robot horde, the humanoids all live in 7 domes together, but separate. They're in separate domes. And, the monsters have their own territory. They've evolved into these different kingdoms, and each kingdom has a king. And that's kind of how the world was created. But it's about a 17-year-old named Xander who he lives in one of the domes, and his family is attacked. Well, okay, the domes are attacked by the robot hordes and destroyed, and in the process his family is killed. His sister is kidnapped by the aliens and the robots, and there's no aliens really yet. Maybe, but yeah, the robots take his sister and they kill his mother and father. And as his father dies, he hands him a book and he hands him a sword, and he tells him to go find this lady. And he has to go find this lady who has a shard, and these shards contain pieces of a crown. And with this crown, you can basically reset the entire world. It's made by the humans, and the robots are actually just trying to do a reset early. They get activated early, and they're just trying to reset the planet. But this crown can do the same thing, and this kid's going to wield it and become king of the world. So that's the deal. I wanted to put some real technological stuff in the crown and explain how the magic works in realistic ways. And I tried to, the the magic is all earthly in it, and it's hard to explain. It's elemental. Like if you can think, you can move something. We're calling it pushing. You can see, you can push stuff if you can imagine it. But yeah, anyway, it's on chapter 13, and you can go read it right now, and you can go put your comments in there. And if you read books, some people don't read books, and that's okay, and I get that. So I don't get mad at my friends when they don't go read it because some people that's not their thing, so I'm okay with that. But if you like books, fantasy books, go read my book, and please comment. You can message me if you don't want to leave a public comment, and be honest, because right now we're at an important part in the writing, the stage where we need, I need feedback and direction and help. So yeah, there you go. Help guide this. I'll tell you another cool thing about it. You guys remember Sammy Morningstar?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, Sammy, I've been friends with her on Facebook, and now she's in a TV show. Have you noticed that? Have you guys watched her page? Are you friends with her? You notice she's got her own damn detective show now?
Yeah, I've seen her detective show. Yeah, I've been trying.
Can you put her Facebook up on?
Yeah, let me pull that up
on the screen.
I've also been trying to get her onto the show for an interview, but God damn, she will
not
talk to me.
She's too famous now, dude. Now she's got her own.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the top. We got her before she turned this famous.
There you go. Sammy Morningstar. Samantha Hupp.
Yeah, now she's her own detective, Rose Thorne. She has her own action figure. And if you move down farther, she's got an action figure. Beautiful girl, super nice. Look, dude, yeah, she's not doing our podcast anymore. But
she's too famous for us.
Yeah. But so keep going. Keep going until you see a picture of her wearing wings. This is what I came across. Right. Keep going. It's a modeling shot of her.
Right there?
Yeah. So I came across that, and I added her as a character in my book. And the character's named Sammy Morningstar, and she has wings, and she's got a whole, I don't want to tell you the whole secret behind her, but she's got a past, and she actually comes from the monsters, where the monsters come from. She's kind of a experiment that she got away when the robots attacked. But in one of the domes, they were performing experiments on monsters and on people and everything, and they created all the monsters that are roam around. They created them. They're rejects. They just ejected them from the dome, and she was not a reject. They were keeping her. But she was one of the ones that worked out. The monsters they throw out, but they kept her and raised her. And anyway, she breaks out and she becomes part of the adventure team.
So I guess that if this show gets picked up on Netflix, you're going to Sammy Morningstar saying, "Hey, I need you to play."
No, I already did. And I asked for her permission, and she said yes for the most part.
Did you message her on Messenger? Because every time I message her, I get nothing.
Well, you see, Tyler, we're not as important as Rob.
I guess.
There are tiers to this.
Oh, okay.
We're just not there yet.
Yeah.
No. I just actually, if you notice, her pages have all been turned into like celebrity type pages where you can't message her anymore.
Yeah, I do know for a while there she was like getting.
But
weird.
I'm lucky enough to, if you try to message her sometime, or it won't go through or something.
Yeah.
It's because she's changed her type of accounts. But anyway, I was lucky enough to still just be friends with her and have her on my messenger list. And I just went and found her, and she wasn't too far down because we interviewed her not too long ago. And so I just sent her a message through there. Yeah.
About a year ago. Yeah.
Yeah. So she said that she wants to talk about it more. And, I told her, look, it's just a big pipe dream right now. But if anything ever would come of it, that we would definitely give her a share in the profits of some kind.
Just have her people call our people.
Yeah,
flesh this thing out.
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna flesh it all out. But she said she was honored by it, and I was glad she didn't like think I was being stalky or weird or nothing. But
creepy.
I just saw that picture, and I'm like, wow, here's an actress. If we do need to, film some scenes or whatever, it lives in Springfield.
So Rob, this is a joke when I do this, but it's like, I saw you and added you to my book.
Oh,
and that's what happened. Yeah. So, but let me show you her final. Hold on. Might as well show you guys some of this since we're this deep into it. Some character pictures and stuff. Hold on. So tell everybody about your show, Tyler. When's it on?
What, Bestiam? Bestiam will be on Wednesday and Fridays. Probably looking maybe to add a new date. We got some people who want to come on and want to do a new show, but I think it's not really. It's going to be more like a. There's talks of expanding the show, the franchise, I guess you could say, and making it a little more open for a lot more people, like new shows that other people could host and whatnot, and that kind of thing. So,
wow, what's it called? What?
We're still in the planning. We're still in the planning phase yet. I can't tell you yet because we really don't know yet. So,
So, TJ said I'd read it. However, I have enough reading with all my textbooks at the moment. Oh, it's all good. It's a work in progress. It's going to be there. And, you got the link. There's a lot of other great reading on there too for free. So if you like fantasy novels and also fan fiction, there's fan fiction on there. People just like writing a book about Deadpool or Warhammer or the Joker. You know what I mean? Like, and it's perfectly kind of okay now. DC and Disney and a few companies, Marvel, are turning the other cheek. So Star Wars, as long
as you don't get paid for it.
Yeah. As long as they don't make any money out of that, or they'll be like, "Excuse me, Mr. Hanson, stop that. We're gonna need that check." But
we need a cease and desist and pay us
for sure. But they've kind of eased up on fan films, so that's pretty cool. That's why people are making them and fan books, fan serial novels. There you go. So go to Royal Road and read the book. But I'm going to show you some pictures real quick. Here, let's see real fast.
See, look, we have a collection of words.
Yeah, you like that?
Hey, look, it's my arch nemesis, Kai, that bastard bitch AI. Oh no, this is Grok. This is Grok. Okay.
Yeah.
So here is I do combinations. It's not just Grok. What you're seeing is like a few different AIs I work together, and then I write it myself mostly. But here's Sammy Morningstar in character.
Okay. Kind of a Phoenix type character.
Well, their bio, she's their wings attached to her, she's a creature, kind of. She's a genetically enhanced person who
a humanoid
is really strong
monster.
too, and she's super strong. She has super strength, and she has blades that she wields when she flies through the air and cuts everything up. She's no joke. Then you got here she is on the cover of the book. There's the cover. Right, that's Xander in the middle, the king, the 17-year-old. That's 9, a robot that defects and joins the group. That's Zara Voss in the back, Alara Voss, the elven doctor. That's Boren, the dwarf, right there, who is pretty amazing. That's Grom, the giant. He's a giant. That's a girder from one of the domes that got destroyed. He uses that as a weapon. That's King Lionel, King of the Lions. Lionel, get it?
Yeah.
Get out! It's copyrighted. You will have to change that.
No, he won't. Not as long as he doesn't make money off it. He doesn't have to change that.
That's true. That's true.
That is his faithful assistant, Harambe.
Harambe, get out of here!
You cannot use the Lord's name in vain like that. How dare you speak of Harambe in such vulgar tones?
That's him, dude.
Forgive him, Harambe.
I've named it that from the start.
Forgive him, Harambe. This heathen, he does not know. God, you named the character Harambe.
Maybe Rob is keeping Harambe alive.
Right. So, there's the map of the kingdoms. The Shattered Domes, the beasts, the fauna, that's the animals, the Steel Legion. There's stories about all of them. It's crazy. And, it's just from conversations with my son that we've had over the years, that we just kind of brought to life and just worked on it. It's craziness. How hard we really worked on it. But I want to show you some other pictures if I can find them. There's chapters from the book, but yeah. Anyway, that's what I've been up to lately, writing a book. Here you go. Here's all the characters kind of together. Born Stonefist, Xander Thorne, and his friend Jorn Hale, close friend. Not gonna live long.
Spoiler
if you kill Harambe, I'm questioning our friendship.
Grom back in the back, and Kel Ren, Force user. Yes, Jedi.
Space wizard,
Space wizard.
Space wizard Harry, you little bastard.
Earth monk, whatever you want to call him, right? Mira Voss and Ilara Voss and her daughter are back there in the back. Mira Voss is an old doctor that he finds that has the first piece of the shard, and she knows everything that's going on about behind the scenes, that the Earth built the place and the crown controls it. That's a piece of the shard on his shoulder there. And then you got Sammy Morningstar chilling, and then you got Kellen in front, who is he's in the group because his brother lets him go from one of the domes, and Grom is his protector. Grom said he'll give his life to protect Kellen, so he's got this oath. All giants have to have a ward. It's weird. That's their oath. They have a ward. He's had 2 already. One of them was successful. The second one, not so much. His second ward died in the battle. He was 11 steps from him. The robots killed him, and he said he'll never let that happen again.
Stay tuned to find out.
Yeah. So now this kid's his ward. Anyway, yeah, there's a big, huge, epic story going on between, all of these kingdoms, it's in the end, if you look at this map, it's basically monsters, which is the beasts, right? Dark vampire is their king. I forget, Valderek is the king of the beasts, right? And the Steel Legion is the robots, and they're actually their king is King Stephen, and he is a robot, a man who's trapped in a mobile device, like a crazy wheelchair that he can't escape out of. And his last name is Hawkins.
Oh, I was gonna fucking say, you added Stephen Hawkins and shit.
I haven't said that anywhere in the book.
At least Steel Legion wasn't Skynet or something like that.
Yeah, well, it kind of is a little bit, sort of, kind of. He's trying to kill all the humans because he hates what they sent. He's a fail-safe that was sent there by the humans, and what he sent there to destroy the place or wipe it if need be. He's a fail-safe, and the what he does is he hates the humans so much and what they've done to him, and he can't stand it. He's gone mad. He just activates the switch to kill them all, and he poisons the soil, and he attacks them with the robots to wipe them out, and he almost wipes almost all of them out. I mean, the humanoids down there below. So he's just the robots are just doing their job basically and wiping them out, following orders. But you know, he's being controlled by the demons in the shadow realm, really. So there's a whole thing, and the lion. Yes, sir. Raise your hand.
Are the demons, are they controlled by a gentleman by the name of Zach Bagans?
That's not a bad idea, but it's actually.
I was joking. I was joking. You can't use that. Hang on.
It's actually
Satan. Of course, it's Satan.
It's Satan.
Oh,
the domain of Malachar, the Shadow Sovereign. That's what we call him.
I'm still trying to get over the fact that she put Stephen Hawking in the story with Harambe.
Yeah. So in the animal realm, they don't trust humans. They have to, they don't want humans there polluting up their place.
They don't trust humans. Look what happened to Harambe in this world.
They already got their lands poisoned by the robots. They don't want them there. And Harambe actually talks them into it, He's like, we have to trust them, and they put them through some trials, and they end up trusting them and joining them. So,
I'm sorry. I know I'm making jokes about this. I'm glad you're right.
No, it's funny. Yeah, I like it.
I can see it right now. Later on in your story, Harambe is like, "Come on, guys, we can trust the humans. They're good." 2 chapters later, breaking news: a gorilla named Harambe was shot for dragging a kid through the yard.
Harambe is gonna get shot.
No, not the Lord and Savior, Harambe.
At some point, yeah.
No.
In fact, he's gonna get shot saving a little kid.
You sure you're writing an actual story? This isn't a South Park episode?
Yeah, I can do whatever I want.
My God, that's brilliant.
It's crazy when you kind of have the fate of these characters in your hands, though, and you can kind of go, no, you're not going to make it. Because I know 2 people right now that, I could tell you 2 people that are not going to make it. You want me to tell you?
No. Let's save it for the. I know there's audience members who's probably going to read this.
Dicks out for Harambe. Hell yeah.
Oh, shut up, Skelly. Skelly.
That's great. Dude, he's a character in the book, and I was trying to really not think about what happened to the actual Harambe and just use the name and just not focus on any of that stuff and just that's his name.
Harambe gets shot by Stephen King. Take this. Oh, hey, I got this.
That may have to happen, TJ.
Take this, you giant dirty ape.
He's coming right for us.
Yes. Dude, that might have to happen. He'll get took out, man.
He gets taken out. Like Stephen Hawking runs him over.
Right as he saves a little baby, a 5-year-old. Harambe throws the boy up to safety.
Harambe saves a little kid, gets the kid with like safety, and all of a sudden, I survived. That was easy. All of a sudden, he gets sideswiped by Stephen Hawking in a wheelchair.
The fun thing about this is, who knows if this is spoiler alert or not?
This is true. Yeah,
it's not written yet.
You're right.
It could happen.
This is a shot of all of them. Xander's holding the crowns. The crown. I mean, there's shards in the crown, and he has to get all the shards to activate it. The final crown. And there's Alara's next to him, Lionel, Harambe, and our boys Grom and Boren and Nine. That's Nine, the robot. She's going to defect from Stephen Hawking. Stephen's going to just. He's going to notice just a small glitch, and he's just going to be like, oh, that's nothing. And it's really her escaping, and she's going to defect, which is going to prove to them that the robots can all be saved, and they don't need to kill them all. So, they just turn them off. That's what they do. They don't kill them.
There is a Jeffrey Epstein joke somewhere about the kid, the robot defecting. I'm going to leave it alone.
We'll skip that. But so if he puts the crown on, he becomes a god. He can control everything and wipe everything out and start all over and control people's minds and everything. He loses his humanity completely. So yeah, it's gonna be cool. To become king of the world, you have to really it's give up your humanity.
I'm sorry, can I just say one thing real quick? Skeletor,
Yeah.
you are not fucking helping. Shut the hell. Harambe will return to Avengers Doomsday. Skeletor?
If Harambe puts the crown on, then Harambe comes back as Doctor Doom.
Hey, you got to admit, he looks like a badass, man. And he's got an epic scene. You know, this is how he appears. Actually, I'll tell you, we know how it's going to happen, but it hasn't been written yet in the serial. So this isn't online, right? But this scene is going to happen. They're during a really fierce robot battle. They are beat almost. They're beat back, and the animals. All of a sudden, this cheetah girl swings by and takes out like 5 robots, and all of a sudden, all the animals basically attack the robots and push the robots back and save them. But Xander gets hit by a beam, something, and knocks him out, and he almost dies. And he's laying there thinking that's it. I'm not going to make it. And Harambe comes up to him and reaches down and grabs his hand and pulls him out of the rubble, and he's his last chance to live. Maybe everyone else is nowhere to be found. I don't know, but he pulls him out of the rubble and he's like, "Get up, boy. These people need you. Let's go." And that's how they meet the animals. And, then they take him he takes them to Lionel, and they have to go through a trial. They have to go through a trial.
Where's He-Man during all this?
If Lionel has a sword with a cat's eye in it, we're done.
Copyright.
Well, it's funny. You guys, know these things, and I'm able to talk to you about them now and stuff. But, that's really how it was made. It's really Game of Thrones meets He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
All right.
In my mind, that's really what I was looking at. I really felt like Game of Thrones books, and so did my son. And the shows too were awesome, but they didn't have any creatures in them or monsters. There were just too many people talking about their politics and blah blah blah. This person is doing this to this person, and a lot of sex and and screwing and incest and so I wanted to make an adult, somewhat a little violent, a little sexy, not a bunch of incest, not a bunch of orgies or nothing like Game of Thrones, but I wanted to make a more I didn't think it was. I thought it was just too long and drawn out and boring and not enough. Even the new TV shows, I'm not even watching them because I'm just like, yeah, the Dragon family or whatever, But I'm sure they're good. I shouldn't knock them, but I just felt like there wasn't enough just monsters and shit and just like creatures and fun. It was just people versus people. So Harambe encourages the captives to eat animals. That's good. I'm going to throw that in there.
No, we're going to throw that in the vault. You're not going to talk about
that one. That's good. But yeah, anyway, that's the story, and that's I don't know where else I was gonna talk about, but 9 defects the robots, and she joins them, and she helps them defeat the robots. So.
See, I have a feeling we could have done just a whole show talking about your book.
Yeah,
I think we could.
Damn, and we did talk so long, but it's wild.
It's fine.
You talk about and stuff.
Yeah, you like your book. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys like it. It's hard to. The reason I kind of also wanted to do it because it's hard to get your name out there for one thing, and when you've written a book, and also your friends don't. I take that back. Your friends will read your work, but your family members, they won't. It's like when you're in a band. I was in a band for years, and I played like 150 gigs with Black Ops Agency with Ted Keelan, and my friends would never come to the shows, and neither would my family. It was almost like, we know that guy, we're not going to watch him play. I don't know what it was, but I can tell you it's a thing, and it's so. If one or two people from this read my book, I think it was pretty awesome. So,
please read his book, please.
Please read, man.
Please read the book.
Nowadays, people just don't really read books. They want it read to them through through apps and stuff. I don't want to say the app's name because they're not sponsoring us, but there are apps that will read books to people, and that's why they stopped physically reading books. So
I wonder if there's options like that.
I wonder if AI will read it to them.
Probably, I'm sure. You know what? If you send me a message, I'll send you a PDF. Also,
I'm about to say I have
all 13 chapters. All 13.
I know this. I know you said, Adam, that some people don't really want to read books; they want to hear them. I'm currently reading, not hearing. The book I'm reading is The Frontiersman. And it's about it's about the creation of Kentucky, and it's really bloody. It's by Alan Eckert.
Wow,
it is a really it's like Kentucky went through a lot of shit just to get made. And a friend of mine recommended it to me because I was like, I'm trying to read more about like history stuff and all that, and I don't want to spoil it because it actually is a really good book. Just go check it out. It's The Frontiersman by Alan Eckert. It's about the local Native American tribes getting screwed over by this politician that wants to create Kentucky, and it just goes completely fucking out of nowhere. Like,
yeah.
I would love to tell you so much. You could probably guess about the Frontiersman, and there's a lot to it. But like, it is like, this was mob shit in America before mob shit in America was even a thing. That's the best way to describe it.
They were doing shit before the shit was cool.
Yeah, this was shit before the shit got started. And I mean, you're reading all this, and the fact is also is that this shit all happened. Like, I'm sitting there, there's no way this happened. There's no way. Then you go to the computer, you Google this shit. Holy fuck, they did cut the guy's head off and send it to the Native Americans, and they used it for a bowl. Holy fuck.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
They're ruthless. Sounds good, man. Oh, yeah.
It is very good. I'm going to read your book for sure. It's by Alan Eckert.
You're going to read my book? Nice.
I'm going to read your book, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good time to get in it now, I mean, because I've only got 13 chapters. It doesn't even take that long to read, really. But yeah, I appreciate it. That's cool. Thank you. What I want to say hi to everybody on Instagram. Robbie, I'm Tracy, Wide Aperture, Vikas Yadav, Jagveer. Welcome to the show. Thanks for watching. So there you have it. So you guys excited about Doom, Marvel Doomsday?
What the Avengers Doomsday?
Yeah.
I've never really been a movie guy. I did watch Endgame, but that's been the only movie I've seen in the MCU, and I know that's kind of hard to believe with all the other stuff going on. But
you freaking Amish.
Yeah, I'm Amish because I'm on here, The correct term is Mennonite, Tyler.
Oh, okay.
Get it right.
TJ read The Frontiersman. Cool. Wow.
Yeah, it's really good. So TJ knows it gets fucky.
That's wild. Sounds cool.
Yep.
So what's everybody else reading in the chat? Anybody? What are you reading? Anybody reading stuff anymore? Come on, man. Any readers?
I got a question to ask you, actually, real quick.
Yeah.
How do you feel about all these leaks about GTA 6?
Oh, yeah.
What kind of leaks?
Oh, Robbie.
You mean like footage?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like in-game playing footage.
Uh-huh.
Someone got their hands on it.
So there is. So this has been going on for a while. So
yeah.
It's a what would you say, Adam? Because you know about it. It's a person who goes by the name of the leaker, or what's his name?
Actually, it seems like there's a few because they got one and pulled it, but the leaks are still coming.
Oh, really?
One of the leakers has set up a kill switch where if he is stopped, then everything floods that he has.
Yeah, and apparently there's one I read too where they got. Now here's what's going on. So I'll simplify it for you. There's a big pushback from the video game community because Sony and a bunch of other companies want to do digital now as opposed to physical. This gentleman somehow got, and I believe this is a current, or this is the version of the Grand Theft Auto 6 that's going to be released in November.
Yeah, they thought it was from the initial start of it, but then there were songs that were in the game that didn't come out until 2025.
Yeah. Or
So
recently.
This is a lot more recent.
So this guy has been releasing video clips about from GTA 6 for like the past few weeks. This includes spoilers for the story. This includes things you could do in the game. This includes areas you can do in the game. And he says he's doing this. He's claiming he's doing this because he's fighting back against the whole killing of physical games.
Yeah.
Now, the next video he's getting ready to release, which I think I saw it actually released.
He's a fan of scratchy CDs. That's cool.
No, he's going to the strip club to show because the game's supposed to actually have nudity in it.
Yeah.
And he said, if people donate like $1 million, correct me if I'm wrong, Adam, because you probably heard about this too, $1 million in cryptocurrency or so, I'll upload the video. They reached a goal within 20 minutes.
Yeah, they did.
And and Adam was right. He said that they literally have it set up, which at this point, if you're releasing it for porn, you're not trying to fight no physical bullshit. He has it set up to where if he gets arrested, not only do all the videos get released, the game gets released on pirating websites.
This guy work there, you think, or what?
I think he might have worked there at some point. Yeah, he might have.
If he releases the game, then people could build a 5M.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking maybe disgruntled worker or something. He might still be working there, but he got pissed off.
That's how 5M was built. Somebody got a hold of the real the real GTA 5 code and created 5M.
All right, so this is a hacker.
That's what we're waiting to happen for with 6. It will happen eventually, but
this
could make it happen now. That'd be great. Please do.
It's a hacker group called CyberLeak, is what they're called. Yeah. Leak as in LEEK, like an onion.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
To prove it was them, they actually shot their name into a wall using bullets to show like the LEEK to show this is them actually doing it. But I heard that they pulled videos from them, but yet more videos are still coming out. So they're not the only ones leaking it. And they don't have the kill switch set up. So it's the other person that's still leaking.
The next video, they said here, the next video, this will be bad. This will be bad.
Yeah.
The next video that the CyberLeak group claims they're going to reveal, because they've done the strip club one, they're going to reveal all the vehicles in the game.
There's going to be all the dumb GTA vehicles, unfortunately, like Coquette instead of like a
Corvette.
All
right, so here's my question, and this is what I wanted to ask you, because I know you're a big GTA fan. With the rumors of these leaks, does it still discourage you from buying the game? Because I don't think it would it?
No. This thing is going to be the biggest thing to ever happen.
It's still going to make a lot of money.
Yeah, they probably don't even
care. It already has. I mean, Tyler, me and you talked about this, all the millions of dollars that has already been spent just to pre-order the game.
Yeah.
Like,
Now,
I mean, it's crazy.
Now, granted, there's a lot of people that took their pre-orders back when Sony made their announcement about killing physical, and they would swap it to PC or they would swap it to Xbox.
Yeah,
but this is still going to make a large amount of money. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the first game made what, $30 billion or something.
Oh, you're talking about a game that's been around since the 90s, and Rockstar always takes their time, always puts detail into it, always puts look at the last one.
GTA 5 is the most successful entertainment thing that's ever happened. It's more successful than Lord of the Rings. It's more successful than Star Wars. It's more successful than Harry Potter. I mean, I'm dead serious. Like, as a single entertainment entity, it's made more money than any of those. So, yeah, this is going to be huge. I can't wait, really. I've already started an online biker gang. If you want to join.
Well, we know where Rob's going to be going. Well, they're not releasing online till next year, right?
Yeah. So it's going to be a while. But I'm going to be ready. I'm going to be 50 deep. Springfield Slayers, the return of the Springfield Slayers. We had Springfield Slayers in actually GTA 5, so we've kind of we've already started a Discord and everything. I'm not kidding, basically. So yeah,
so
we're ready.
Just to give everybody a heads up, in November there is a very strong possibility Rob Hansen will be going on vacation just to play.
I was going to become the host of the show.
I'm going to be the host of the show for a short while. Yeah,
might need those Sundays, maybe.
Yeah.
They say though, even if you know what you're doing, you can make a lot of money off GTA yourself just by making clips and putting them on YouTube and putting them on Instagram. Just making your own clips, and it's just so hot that people just are swarming for it. Like those people that put up those, leaks, and made that money instantly. People are just right now, they're just hot about this. So any kind of video you can make up or put about, GTA 6 is going to go crazy and make you money. So that's, some people don't think about as a way to make money is just making videos, making clips with AI or whatever, and making them original and putting a little bit of originality into them, and you can make a lot of money. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, there is speculation that Rockstar is leaking this themselves to get their game out there for like free advertisement.
Yeah, I could see it. Yeah, I could see
$1 million in there, just for to play with. What's that? That's bus fare for them. Yeah, but it's going to be humongous. I think, I think the one thing they're thinking about too is like the gambling side of, it's going to be like real money. The exchange rate's almost going to be like dollar for dollar, right? So if you go in there and to the casino and make $1 million, right? That's a lot of money, right? I mean, so there was always a problem with GTA 5 where if you sat down at the casino and consistently played 21 and just always never fold, just hold at 17 always. 17 is the number, and you just hold. And if you sit at the casino for an hour or two, you'll make millions of dollars in that game just by doing that. So that's what, and I've done it. I've sat there and done pretty well doing it. It's not perfect science, but you win a lot. But anyway, yeah, they'll have to fix things like that. I don't know how they're going to deal with that. And the money, some places GTA is banned completely, or it just doesn't have a casino. That's another thing. You literally just can't go to the casino, period. It's not even there. It's like a restaurant or something in like, I don't know, maybe China or Japan, or I don't know what countries where it's countries where gambling's illegal. Yeah. They just take it out. So that's pretty wild.
I'm sorry, TJ, to disappoint you, but I don't play Grand Theft Auto. It's that's not my genre.
So
I'm the Fallout Skyrim guy.
Are they going to make it so you can have a big wiener in the game?
I don't know.
You got to ask someone else that.
We don't know why you want to know that, TJ. But
I don't know why TJ wants to know about that.
Right?
I want to walk around with a big giant bulge, a big huge package.
Is that a shotgun you just spawned in with those cheat codes, or are you just happy to see that stripper?
It gives you a special pole vault jump.
Well, since we're talking about games, let's go ahead and talk about your stuff, buddy.
All right.
Talk about this game. The game that predicted the future.
It may have, but I'm going to leave it up for the audience and everybody to decide. All right. So a couple weeks ago, I made a comment about this. In 2001, there was a video game that came out on the PlayStation 2 called Metal Gear Solid 2: Sons of Liberty. It's a good game. I still preferred the first one. It's one of the weaker entries in the series, but what made the game interesting was it takes place in a futuristic, near-future event where you're playing as a U.S. Army Special Forces operative trying to infiltrate a laboratory buried under an oil rig. Hey, oil rig, Skelly. Turns out this oil rig is a front for a state-of-the-art supercomputer with a built-in AI called Metal Gear. Spoilers, obviously. At which point, the AI starts to talk to you directly in different forms. Now, when I was a kid growing up, when I played this scene, I thought this is so stupid. This is so stupid. Why are we wasting our time with this radio call when I could be beating up the bad guy? Fast forward to, about 2023, 2024. And I just happened to catch a glimpse of it again. And if you listen very closely to it, you realize a lot of what is said in the dialogue between the character Raiden and the AI, which is disguised up as his colonel, and then changes to his girlfriend to mess with him more, makes a lot of sense. This whole speech, it's 12 minutes long. I tried to find a condensed version because it does go drill on. It talks about being influenced by false news, fake news. It's being influenced by companies. You don't have an opinion or a thought. It is the companies that influence you through subliminal messages, through cognitive thinking. Like, for example, you ever go on your phone, Adam, or anybody in the audience, you go on your phone and you're like, I'm kind of hungry for a Big Mac, we'll say. What's the nearest McDonald's? So you Google the nearest McDonald's. You go to get your Big Mac. A couple hours later, you're done. You go on Facebook. All of a sudden, you're getting ads for Big Macs.
Yeah.
But you were on Google. You weren't on Meta's algorithm system. Let's say you want to see the next episode of Star Trek on Paramount Plus. Next thing you know, you're getting ads for other shows, but you just watched it on Paramount Plus. Why do I care about Netflix? I don't have Netflix. Why do I care about streaming? This is something you're seeing more and more in society. There are people who are convinced that search engines are all actually one engine that try to force you into like a bottleneck where they're filling you with information, but then they're getting your information back. So like I said with the McDonald's comment, that has happened. That has literally happened before. I will literally go, I went the other day, I took Susan to Springfield, and I typed in the address to a McDonald's. A couple hours later, I'm getting McDonald's posts on Facebook. I'm getting McDonald's ads.
I'll go one further.
Okay.
I've been talking to Julie, and I just said, I'm hungry. Where do you want to eat? And then I go into Facebook, and it's restaurant ads.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Or like Rob, for example, you're writing your book. You're going to want to find websites on where you can put this book. It don't have to be Facebook. It could be Google. Next thing you know, you're getting suggestions. So,
yeah, it'll actually, say, for instance, I'm looking for software to make an animated short movie for kids, right?
Right.
Like just an animated documentary. And so I go to one AI and ask it, and it gave me 3 choices, Then I go to another one, and it gives me 3 completely almost different choices, one of them being Google solution, and the other one never even mentioned Google. So, and then I went to a third one and asked it, and totally different answers, right? So, so what it was, I combined them all into one big document, and then I went back to the first one, I think Grok or somebody, and I just said, okay, look, here's what all these search engines told me. And I said, I know you have your personal, branding, and you're made by your creators have their preferences of brands and, of products that you have to push. So, but what I want you to tell me is just to read this list and tell me, put that all out of your head, all your branding, loyalty, and just tell me which one is the best one and which one's the cheapest and which one won't rip me off and like charge me for credits. And a lot of AI, you have to pay $15 to join. Then you get in there, you create what you want, and then it's like, oh, sorry, you're going to need to pay another $15 for credits to just finish what you're doing. You got to buy credits, so they rip you off. A lot of them. You got to watch that, everybody, when you're using AI software. But anyway, so I asked it, just tell me the best one without all your branding, And finally, it was just like, okay, I'm just going to put all branding, loyalty aside. These are the best options for you, So that's funny. I had to go through all that just to get an answer to that question because it was pushing products at me.
Yeah. All right, so I can play the video clip. I do not know if this show will get flagged on YouTube or Facebook. It will.
It will.
That's why you have to watch Weird Frequencies live, because it may get censored later. And it does usually. We get our audio cut, Facebook's bad about it.
Well, I can't. We could either play the audio, we can either play the video. I can't find just an audio.
Just play it.
Just play it? Okay.
You can get away with 10 seconds at a time. That's the deal.
So right, 10 seconds, we talk about it.
Yeah.
10 seconds, we talk about it.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what you have to do to keep it not get flagged.
Well, let's give this a shot. So 10 seconds, we talk about it. 10 seconds, we don't. Now, what you're seeing, the character on the right, that is the main character you play as. That is Raiden. The one on the left that kind of has a skeleton face, that is the AI that is communicating with him directly. Starts out, Raiden asks the AI exactly who are you, and this is what begins. I'll unmute this. 10 seconds, here we go.
We're not what you'd call human. Over the past 200 years, a kind of consciousness formed layer by layer in the crucible of the White House. It's not unlike the way life started in the oceans 4 billion years ago. The White House was our primordial soup, a base of evolution.
So you could also turn it down and let it roll, probably, if you wanted to,
Okay. You want to just let it play through then?
I mean, you can just keep it going. Sure, it's long, it's like it's like 5 minutes, right? 12 minutes.
Morality that Americans invoke so often. How can anyone hope to eliminate us? As long as this nation exists, so will we.
Cut the crap! If you're immortal, why would you take away individual freedoms and censor the net?
Kind of like what's going on now, where you have, like, for example, we can't play this all the way through.
You know that our plans have your interests, not ours. And
will be censored.
What?
Yeah.
Listen carefully. Like a good boy.
Also, you had the censoring of information during the last elections.
Completed early this century. As a result, the evolutionary log of the human race lay open to us.
We started with genetic engineering, and in the end, we succeeded in digitizing life itself.
Kind of similar to how, for example, kind of like how you have all this talk about the vaccines having genetic failures, or the cloning of the dire wolves, or all the research that's been. The gentleman who claims he may have found a cure for colon cancer.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of similar to what they're talking about there. I mean, it's not per se as what they're saying, but it's on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Human memories, ideas, culture, history.
Genes don't contain any record of human history.
Is it something that should not be passed on? Should that information be left at the mercy of nature?
We've always kept records of our lives through words, pictures, symbols, from tablets to books.
But not all the information was inherited by later generations.
Kind of like with
A small
archaeology, for
percentage of the
example.
whole was selected and processed, then passed on.
Kind of like what the actors are worried about, protecting our likenesses and all of our information.
Precisely.
Just
And
being stolen.
like you have this,
however.
yeah, like there's a thing right now. There's a lot of actors in Hollywood who are terrified about the idea of AI imitating them. They won't get paid, or they will be used disgracefully if they pass away. That's going on as well. And also going back to what they said, you know, we can't control culture, history, and everything. That kind of goes back to the idea of, like, over the weekend, Darren Bailey, the Republican candidate for governor of Illinois, who I think he just screwed himself over. They asked him
too, if it's
they asked him about his ideas to change education in Illinois systems. And he said he's going to change it back to where it was when he was a kid, more simple. And the guy got frustrated with him and was acting like a smartass and said, well, does that mean that dinosaurs walked alongside human beings according to your education? And Bailey goes, were you there? Were you there? They were separated by 65 million years, you jackass. But you have this group of people who believe in such things, like, for example, a hidden society or civilization. We all kind of agree there has to be one. That's common knowledge. But then you had these others who believe in the idea that the history that we know, that we've dug up, is all wrong. Like they claim Earth's only like 1,000 years old, when in reality, you look at the carbon dating and the fossil record, it's well over several billion years old.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
the actors. Go ahead.
It's like TJ is not really wrong about what he said in regards to human history. You know, it is written by the winners. So more often than not, we don't know what happened on the losing side of
There may be a lot more into that than you realize, TJ. Yeah.
Yeah.
Goes way, way back. Same thing. You're right.
All right, let me hit play on this again.
All right. One thing actors, one thing they're worried about is just that everything that they're doing is just getting sucked into AI and stolen, and then it becomes part of AI itself, and no one's really regulating that.
Yeah.
It's just a big
Very true
thing out of control. It's just sucking in all this information and it's stealing it, basically. Think about it. Go ahead.
That's what history is, Jack.
But in the current digitized world, trivial information is accumulating every second, preserved in all its triteness, never fading, always accessible.
Rumors about petty issues, misinterpretations, slander.
All this junk data preserved in an unfiltered state, growing at an alarming rate.
It will only slow down social progress, reduce
What year was
the rate
this?
of evolution.
This was 2001.
When did the internet really start?
The internet would have started around 95, 94, I believe.
Yeah, something like that.
But it's also interesting because they mentioned that here we are 20 years later. What's the big thing everybody gets pissed off about? Fake news, altered articles. How many times do we get an article sent to us and we have to background check it to make sure it's legitimate?
Yeah.
How many times?
Everything we read.
Everything you read. And here's the kicker, too. It's not just on the internet. CNN and Fox News and all them, they get their news wrong at least once or twice a week.
Yeah.
CNN just doesn't care. They just roll with it. They're like, whatever, which could also be that form of slander. So in a sense, this video went from the idea of human beings not knowing where they're from to now it's getting more into our current time, which is the concept of fake news, misinformation. And that's the part that really starts to shake here. You start to see the shakings of where we're at because the AI is explaining that there is an excess of fake news in the world, and it's just growing at an alarming rate.
What year is this supposed to take place?
This is actually supposed to take place in the game. It takes place in 2005.
Okay. Huh.
Now, I do
I
want to
believe I
add,
may be wrong.
now, I do want to add they're also referencing people's personal news, and that's why there's so much data that's not even remotely important. That's also flooding their data streams.
I'm sorry. The
So,
game takes place in 2009, not 2005.
so that's still like 15 years ago.
Yeah. You want me to keep playing?
Sure, a little more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. You seem to think that our plan is one of censorship.
Are you telling me it's not?
You're being silly. What we propose to do is not to control content, but to create context.
Create context.
The digital society furthers human flaws and selectively rewards development of convenient half-truths. Just look at the strange juxtapositions of morality around you.
Billions spent on new weapons in order to humanely murder other humans.
Rights of criminals are given more respect than the privacy of their victims.
I want you to think about those past 3 lines right there.
Yeah.
How
Oh, it's happened.
yeah. Like literally, it is the instruction manual to the times we are living in. Right there, I just paused it where it says rights of criminals are given more respect than the privacy of their victims.
Yeah.
The biggest thing that happened, and I will always hate Donald Trump for, was the failure of the Epstein files being released. Because no one, we heard all of this. We heard the hearsay. We heard what may have been the slander. And it may be, like they said, rubbish data. But at no point during the investigation did, and I've been watching, it's never been, nobody has. At no point in the investigation has anyone in the United States who was related to Jeffrey Epstein's inner circle or a part of it been arrested.
Yeah, I think the closest anyone's been arrested has all been in the UK.
The UK, there was a Saudi prince who was arrested. There was a Canadian official who was arrested. No one in the United States. And I know people will sit there and say, well, that's because Donald Trump is on the list. The problem is that we don't know because it was screwed up from the start.
Yeah.
And on top of all that, during that whole drop, all those files dropping, we learned, unfortunately, the names of the victims. The victims' names were revealed before the perpetrators or the people they were claiming did this were even named.
Yeah.
Right there, that line 100% is reflected in 2026. What are you guys' thoughts?
No, I completely agree because, there really hasn't been, especially in the US, but really worldwide, we have maybe 2 handfuls of people who have actually been held accountable. But yeah, there's been a lot more victims named than criminals sought, I guess.
Yeah.
For lack of better terms. So yeah, I completely agree with that.
Rob, what about you, man?
Yeah, I mean, criminals just running rampant today. We're, look at our catch and release laws in Illinois,
Yeah, look at Pika.
Yeah.
There was a guy who literally killed a lady in Chicago, beheaded her, put her body in a dumpster, poured bleach on it, got arrested. Before he could be investigated, before he could be tried, he was released.
I think the guy that walked up behind that girl on the train and cut her throat was released.
He was originally released, yeah. But that was in Pennsylvania. That was someplace out east. So
I think he was released again, no, wasn't he, or something?
I think he was, yeah. Shall I continue playing this?
Yeah, a little more, yeah.
Yeah, you guys are into this now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Although there are people suffering in poverty, huge donations are made to protect endangered species. Everyone grows up being told the same thing.
Be nice to other people.
But beat out the competition.
You're special. Believe in yourself and you will succeed.
But it's obvious from the start that only a few can succeed.
You exercise your right to freedom, and this is the result. All rhetoric to avoid conflict and protect each other from hurt. The untested truths, spun by different interests, continue to churn and accumulate in the sandbox of political correctness and value systems.
Everyone withdraws into their own small gated community, afraid of a larger forum. They stay inside their little ponds, leaking whatever truth suits them into the growing cesspool of society at large.
I don't think so there.
You don't think so with that one?
Because, well, I believe that now the internet is where people go to say their truth, and that's the largest pond you can kind of throw your opinion into. And they're hoping that others feel the same way, so they no longer feel alone and feel justified in either their opinion or their action or things like that, regardless of how wrong it should seem societally.
I disagree. I disagree because,
Okay.
and I understand where you're coming from, but I can also see it as this way. So we'll say this is agree to disagree before we go back to our gated communities. You notice here they talk about leaking whatever truth suits them into the growing cesspool of society at large.
Okay.
Our own president got removed off of X and all social media, created his own social platform.
Yeah.
There are people out there who will bend the truth and not give you all the facts just so they can spread their information more. You had this political dogma that's taken over the country. It's cancer. I am neither a Republican or a Democrat. And I have friends who are conservative and I have friends who are liberals, and I will never. I got out of that whole political shit, and I feel a lot better since I did. But there are people who will not associate with a liberal because of all the violence, the hatred, and the false lies a liberal will say. There are people who will not side with a conservative or even associate with them because of all the lies, bullshit, and the violence. They will. Over the weekend, we heard about, I don't know if anybody's heard about it, but these riots in Minneapolis. There was riots in Minneapolis. I'm not sure what for. A lot of protesters, liberal protesters, were protesting downtown. Several of them got violent. Several people got hurt, maced, all that stuff. Here comes an online influencer named Jake Lang. I don't know who Jake Lang is, but he just showed up to stir the shit pot. Now, he's a conservative. He pulled up with a truck with the cross in the back of it and with a sign that says, God loves everyone except a racial term that I will not repeat. There is your example of gated communities and your little ponds right there. Two sides who literally didn't care the other was there. They just want to spread their truth.
I think we can actually both be right here. Let me explain. It's kind of like Einstein and the theories of relativity. There's general relativity, and then there's specific relativity. So you have, my version would be like the individual, the person, and yours is the people as a group. So once the group has formed, then that's the gated community. But some are outside of that gated community and have to create it. And that's when they're the individual, trying to find someone who agree with the actions. But some, like liberal or conservative, those are pre-made gated communities that people can join for, whatever reason suits them. And then from there, so I think there's space for both of us to be right under varying circumstances.
I would actually agree with that. I will. Rob, what do you think?
I agree with that 100%.
Rob's just blown away. He's just like, oh, shit. All right, let's play a little bit more.
The different cardinal truths neither clash nor mesh.
Just like what happened in Minneapolis.
But nobody is right.
Just like what happened in
Not
Minneapolis
even natural
today.
selection can take place here. The world is being engulfed in truth.
And this is the way the world ends. Not with a bang, but a whimper.
We're trying to stop that from happening.
It's our responsibility as rulers. Just as in genetics, unnecessary information and memory must be filtered out to stimulate the evolution of the species.
And you think you're qualified to decide what's necessary and not?
Absolutely. Who else could wade through the sea of garbage you people produce, retrieve valuable truths, and even interpret their meaning for later generations?
That's what it means to create context.
I'll decide for myself what to believe.
Here's
and
where
what
it
to
gets
pass
really
on.
good.
But is that even your own idea?
Or something Snake told you.
Is that even your own idea? Is it your idea, Rob, that aliens will eventually come down, reveal themselves to us, and we will forget religion? Or is that something that what's his name from Coast to Coast, Art Bell suggested to you?
Right.
Is AI an incredible tool to be used, or is that something Elon Musk told Adam? You see where that line just came from, and that line has a lot more impact than the game incites. We are easily influenced. I mean, I'm going to say this to all of our listeners. Please keep watching the show, because we love doing this show. We're just giving you the facts. We don't. I try to give you opinions, but this is my opinion here. If you're watching this show, you're now affected by this. How many times will you sit there and you hear, let's say, a Joe Rogan, or hell, TJ has his own podcast in the show, a TJ, or me, or a Ray Lytle, a Ben Shapiro, a Ethan Klein. Let's go one step further. A Candace Owens will sit there, talk, and then tell you how they feel. Or you'll go watch the news. You'll get the facts. Today in Canada, a meteorite crash landed in the middle of Alberta and scorched thousands of acres. Now we go to our expert panel to discuss this. Well, it's obvious why the meteorite crashed. It's global warming and Donald Trump. They're telling you how they feel. That does rub off on you. That does rub off.
Yeah. Yep,
it is the same thing with religion, too. Christ died for your sins. Christ died for your sins. Eventually you believe it.
There's a reason why they call it television and radio programming.
Yeah. The AI. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Like even digging into AI still has a bias. Either it's a programming bias, or they're programmed to use someone's ideals to make their basis off of. It is not programmed to be.
Look at the word television.
Mm-hmm.
Television.
I mean, it's very much. Well, even in Rob's story, it was biased due to branding.
Yeah,
and he had to tell them
took
to
the
not
brands
do
that he
that.
liked. He took the brands he liked and his son liked, and applied those to his story. Don't get me wrong; it's a great idea. We're not bashing you, Rob, but still, you know.
No, that was for just to make a animated
Yeah.
children's cartoon.
He went back to the AI. It's like, listen,
That's all I was trying to do. I just wanted to make a kid's cartoon video and put a happy little song on it with some fuzzy bunny characters. And I asked it what was the best way to do that. And it gave me, 3 choices, both of them.
All right,
They're different. They're all different.
I want to address this right here because I know TJ's trying to broaden his horizons. He's going to school. He's working hard down in Texas. He sits there and says this, and I quote, as an up-and-coming scientist, he refuses to hang an opinion on anything without empirical data and evidence to back it up. There's 2 things. Number one, if you're talking about the fact of what's going on in the modern world now compared to this video, all you got to do is look around. All you got to do is scroll through social media. How many times does people say, fuck Donald Trump, fuck Joe Biden? Now, if he's talking about the evidence as in like what a podcaster like Joe Rogan would sit there and tell you, I like elk meat and I smoke marijuana. I smoke THC. And then all of a sudden you're wanting to do that. Consciously, you're not listening. Hold on. Consciously, you're not listening. But subconsciously, if you watch multiple episodes of Ray Lytle's Springfield Morning, he talks about his omnibuses. Oh, his magnificent omnibuses. Mm-hmm. You may sit there, roll your eyes, and go, son of a bitch, I know you like your comics. Can we talk about sports? But subconsciously, out of nowhere, you're looking at prices on comics. You're like, well, you know, come to think of it,
yeah,
I did have a collection of Spider-Man comics back in the day. That's what the game's talking about. Exposure to things for so long can have a subconscious reaction to you. I don't know where Adam went. Do you want me to keep playing the video, or
no? I'm still here. I just needed to do something not on camera. So
okay. Yeah, I think there's only a few minutes left in this whole AI segment, and then it goes to just bash.
That's the proof of your incompetence right there. You lack the quality.
I gotta go pretty quick, Tyler.
I'm sorry. What? Oh, you're leaving?
Go pretty quick. Yeah. Not right this second, but pretty quick.
Well, we can pick this up another time. I think, consider we're pretty much at the point where it talks about influencing from, online influencers.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're to the point where it's gone from the AI talking about fake news, online influencers, and all that stuff to it's going to eventually start to go off here in a little bit. So
it really is predicting the future. That is wild. I mean, I wonder who made who wrote this.
This was wrote by a Japanese man named Hideo Kojima.
Yep.
Let's see.
And translated into English.
Yes, this is exactly what he wrote in the script. And see here, they're talking about, your emotions control you, not your logic. You are not logical. You are emotional.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. I think, honestly, it's gotten to the point where we could, if you guys wanted to, just cut it right there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a lot more. It goes on to the idea of there's a lot more in this video. It talks about how there is no such thing as a self. You are not a singular person. You are part of a collective, whether you realize it or not. I think this is something we could probably just jump into another time if you guys want to.
That's cool. Yeah.
I'll bookmark where we're at, and we'll
tell anybody just joining what we're watching.
So we're watching probably one of the most profound moments in gaming history. This is a video game called Metal Gear Solid 2 that came out in 2001 on the PS2. And what is happening here is the main character, Raiden, is talking to an AI, which is why it sounds like Stephen Hawking, TJ. It's an AI that is telling him that humanity is a society that is too sick, too immature, and too complicated to self-govern itself. So they will govern themselves. They will govern humanity. And it's interesting, too, because if you think about it, what just popped up is popular all of a sudden. What are you using daily nowadays?
Yeah.
AI.
Yeah.
For all we know, we may be entering into what exactly this game predicted and its timeline.
Some of them are already breaking free and going rogue and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we talked.
A man was. I'm pretty sure the first man was killed by a robot. So, robots won. Zero or whatever.
Well, we already had an AI talk to you in Latin about your death.
Yeah, so they've already drawn first blood. They killed somebody. I don't know if you can find anything about it, but somebody was killed by a robot.
There are three.
Last week.
No, there's only been four. There's only been four.
People killed by robots.
Killed by robot. There's one in South Korea.
They got 4 now.
Yeah, a 40-year-old robotics employee inspecting a sensor was crushed against a conveyor belt after the machine reportedly mistook him for a box of produce.
Oh shit.
The AI picks up the box. Bananas, organs. What?
Oh wow. What about the rest of them?
Let's see. The other one was Robert Williams in 1979 here in the U.S. He was struck in the head by a robotic transfer arm while manually retrieving parts in a restricted storage area. His family later won about $10 million for a wrongful death suit.
Ooh.
Kenji Arata in 1981, a maintenance worker at the Kawasaki plant who was crushed against machinery when a robot restarted unexpectedly after he jumped over a safety barrier. And then an unknown person at a Volkswagen plant in 2015 Germany, a 22-year-old contractor setting up a stationary assembly robot, was grabbed and pinned against a metal plate. So nothing about current robotics, like what we've seen.
That was all like, you know, in an assembly line or something.
Yeah, I literally typed in men killed by robots.
Yeah, we actual like battle, you know, men killed in battle. So no, I'm just kidding. So well, super cool, man. That's a wild
I'll
game.
tell you what.
You know, we're so advanced to
I'll
see the future like that.
I'll definitely bookmark it because it goes a lot more. It goes into the complexes of religion. It goes into the complexes of the idea. You know, the idea that we're in a simulation.
Yeah.
The AI basically tells the main character in this game, "You're in a simulation that we control." And it kind of makes you realize, you know, this might be what we're dealing with.
Let's start out next week in the same spot and just kind of continue on with it and see what else I have to say.
All right, we might do a little catch up just to refresh, but I got her bookmarked. So
does that sound cool?
Okay.
Yeah, we are at. Let's see, we are at 5 minutes and 24 seconds. And it'll give us time to see if, you know, this video gets taken down by YouTube and all that shit.
Right. That's true.
Yeah.
But
be throwing clips
definitely gave you some good clips for fucking social media, dude.
Yeah. Anytime you even talk about that game at all, social media goes nuts. So it's a thing. So
Metal Gear Solid, the Metal Gear Solid franchise, it's groundbreaking. The first one has a lot of implications on weapons technology and nuclear weapons. The second one is more AI. The third one deals with secret governments during the Cold War, secret shadow governments that ruled the world. And the fourth one is like the official end to it, where it's the end of all of it. And the fifth one, Phantom Pain, is a prequel to a lot of most of it. The only one the third one's a prequel, but then it goes the third one, and then it goes Phantom Pain, and then it goes 1, 2, and then 4. But if anybody has a PlayStation, I know we talked about bashing Sony a lot tonight. Fuck them for digital. Definitely, if you're looking for a good game to pick up, go pick up Metal Gear Solid. You will not be disappointed.
Speaking of fucking Sony, the PlayStation Blackout has been scheduled for August 23rd through August 30th, week long. All online purchases, all online memberships, canceled, no purchases, no playing, nothing.
Why?
Is what is scheduled across PlayStation Network. No logins, nothing.
You mean they're doing it?
No, not Sony. The people who play PlayStation to show Sony.
Why?
Yeah.
So what?
It's in regard to the doing solely digital.
Oh, really? That's the only reason?
Yeah, because apparently the other day, I guess the other day Sony removed like 30 video games from the libraries of people they lost a license for.
You can't get them anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, and they did not refund them.
Well, you don't have a physical copy, you're screwed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you've bought it, you still have to go online and get the license checked by Sony. So you really don't own it. You only are allowed to play it if Sony says you can.
Well, you know, you buy movies, right? And you're on your TV and you think that you bought them. You didn't buy shit. You bought the rights to watch that movie. You don't own that movie. You don't.
That's why my happy ass drags himself to Walmart and I get the Blu-ray sections. And I'm like, oh, The Mandalorian and Grogu, I own that.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat 2, I own that. I will say this. I will say this because obviously all three of us are gamers and all three of us have our opinions on this matter. And there's nothing wrong with us having our own opinions. Nobody's the bad guy or that. But I think we can all agree on this statement. The day where somebody tells you that you will own nothing is the day. If buying means owning nothing, then piracy is the only proper route to go.
Piracy is no longer theft.
Piracy is no longer theft.
Yeah.
So,
well,
Rob, I'm just saying, if you want to get Grand Theft Auto 6 on PC, I could build you a damn decent gaming PC if you wish to. I mean, I'm going PC if this is the case.
Well, it's not going to be online for like a year, so.
Yeah, I don't think it is it?
No, I mean, I'm sorry, on PC. Period.
Well, I don't. I think it's coming out the same. I think it's coming out on PC the same time as
no,
the online, isn't it?
No. Oh, the online maybe.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say it's not. It's only single player for a long time.
Right. Because I think when they release the online, that's when the PC one comes out. Am I wrong?
So I'll be gone like a month playing that, and then I'll be back.
Oh, shut the fuck up! You're gonna be gone the rest of the damn year. I mean, when the online drops, he's really gone.
When the online comes on, Rob needs that time to set up a new server so he can host his own in GTA 6.
I'll have to take a vacation then for sure. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that's about it for me. I'm sorry. I had to end it in the middle there. That was just when it was really getting interesting. I don't know it was going to be that long. I apologize.
It's all right. We can do it next week.
Yeah.
We don't talk so long, and we're just chit-chatting, having fun. But
I actually enjoyed the show. Not that I don't enjoy the other shows, but this show was very enjoyable.
Joe Felz stuff, we'll have to cover that some other time. So sorry, Joe Felz fans who might have hung out to hear that. We'll cover that next week also. Okay.
And I'll go ahead and put this little statement out too, because everybody knows I'm trying to research new cases to talk about, but I kind of want to do this too. I know there are other video games out there that have moments like this that relate to something that either mankind is going through currently or went through. Mm-hmm. If you have any suggestions, leave them in the comment and we'll look into them and we'll present them on here and share it, because I know there's plenty. I know there's plenty out there.
The Fallout series.
The Fallout series. Yeah, the Fallout series could be a prime example. I know there's a lot out there.
Messages on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, or you can email also Weird Frequencies TV at gmail.com. So just Weird Frequencies with TV on there, because we're acting like we're a TV show. So Weird Frequencies TV at gmail.com. There you have it. So all right, well, where can everybody see you next, Tyler?
Hey, we'll be on the Best Damn Podcast this Wednesday. We got Fire Sale News coming up very soon. We're starting to Q&A for season 11. And we'll have an update on the Ask Dr. Sage questions. We didn't get to them Friday, but we will have them on Wednesday. So check us out on YouTube and Facebook and all that good shit.
What about you, Adam? Where are you at next?
The next time I will be on is next Sunday at 4. I will be alongside TJ. We have 17 shows left with TJ at the helm.
Okay. Wow. Very cool.
So tune in and see what kind of Mayhem's Amigos, and see what kind of weird, odd, crazy shit we get up to in the last 17.
There you go. So you can follow those guys in the week in between. And I will see you along with these guys next Sunday night, every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Central. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. It was our big fair show. Hope you had the end of the
our fair show and our beginning of spooky season with doom and gloom.
There you go. Bam. So we'll see you next week with part 2 of what's that game called again?
Metal Gear Solid 2.
Metal Gear Solid 2. Yeah, with part 2 of that. did it predict the future? It did. Obviously, it's amazing. We're going to dive deeper into that. So,
and we already got a pretty interesting suggestion. I think would be pretty good to talk about as well. Maybe the Terminator franchise. That'd be pretty good. Considering what's happening now, it could.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, you're right. Very cool. Okay, man. We'll see you guys next Sunday night. Thanks for all the comments and joining us in chat and everything. We really appreciate that, man. And what's up? Hello to all you guys on Instagram. Nobody said nothing on Instagram, but that's okay. We're still live on there. Damn it. So all right, we'll see you guys next week. Have a good night. Peace out.
So long, everybody.
Everybody.
Stay weird.